This is 5 on your side at 10. Focused on you.
Off the top at 10, a grieving grandmother opens up about her granddaughter's murder. It comes a day after prosecutors charged a 15-year-old in the case. Good evening, I'm Brent Solomon. Police say another teen shot and killed 15-year-old Emily Valentine in South City just 10 days ago. New tonight, Robert Townsend with the family's reaction.
It's been 2 weeks since 15-year-old Emily Valentine was shot in her face and killed. The teen's grandmother still can't believe what happened to her granddaughter.
I know my side of the family is taking it pretty hard, and I know her side of the family as well.
Rosie Valentine says on February 28th, Emily's former boyfriend picked her and her 14-year-old sister up from their aunt's home in South St. Louis. Valentine says Emily's sister told police the 15-year-old boy drove them to the 3700 block of Minnesota Avenue, shot Emily in her face, and then the young suspect took off in a stolen car.
He put her out the car, left her in the alley for dead.
The 8th grader died on the way to a hospital. Emily's sister wasn't hurt. On Thursday, prosecutors charged the 15-year-old boy with second-degree murder.
I think he should be charged with first-degree murder.
It's not the first time the Valentine family has tragically lost a loved one. On August 2nd, 2015, Emily's 23-year-old father, Dorian Valentine, was shot 6 times and left to die in an alley in North City. Rosie Valentine had sole custody of her granddaughter.
Smart, intelligent, the girl made good grades.
Got connected with the wrong people.
Yeah.
From community activists to city officials to clergy members, they all continue to speak out against the teen violence that isn't letting up. Records show from January 1st through March 2nd, 12 kids have been shot in St. Louis. 4 of those young victims died.
I know justice will be served.
Investigators tell us the 15-year-old suspect was already in custody in St. Louis County on separate charges. Meantime, Emily's family is now preparing for her funeral. Robert Townsend, 5 on your side.
Such a heartbreaking update. Thank you, Robert. Developing tonight, St. Louis police investigating a shooting near downtown St. Louis. Within the past 2 hours, officers showed up to Washington Avenue outside of the Eli Walker Lofts. Police say someone shot a man in the face there. He is expected to be okay. No word right now on a suspect. New tonight, the woman accused of harassing a Latino family in South City will remain in jail. Judy Klein had a detention hearing today. Her public defender said in court when Klein showed up to the Latino family's home, she thought she was going to her parents' home. The public defender said Klein is schizophrenic and wasn't on her medication. He says she was homeless at the time of her arrest. Prosecutors asked that Klein remain in jail. Her next hearing will happen on March 16th. Tonight, the St. Louis Battlehawks are mourning the loss of one of their trainers. The XFL announced Ben Siegfried passed away Thursday evening. He worked with the XFL Athletic Training Department and played a role in preparing the Battlehawks and DC Defenders for the season. The league did not release any other details on Siegfried's death. Tonight, a homeless encampment at Cleves Landing is no more. Today was the deadline the city provided to have people there pack up their tents and their personal belongings. About 40 people live there, and about half are moving into housing that the city will provide. Homeless advocates claim city leaders weren't transparent about the details of short-term housing, and they say the wait list for permanent housing is too long.
They're breaking up a community. They have, a sense of community here. They all work together very well, and they want to stay. And it's unfortunate that the city comes down to clear them out for profit.
A lot of people here are actually moving to Illinois. They're going across the bridge right here because there's no spots available left in St. Louis that aren't highly criminalized.
Today, a city spokesperson said, quote, by meeting these residents where they are, DHS was able to identify and offer housing and resources that would address their underlying needs and set them on a path to permanent housing, end quote. City leaders say they are providing drug rehab and behavioral counseling to those who want it. More news tonight out of embattled St. Louis Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner's office. Chief Trial Assistant Marvin Tier is resigning at the end of the month. Tier's departure leaves 5 prosecutors to handle felony cases. The I-Team filed a sunshine request to see just how many cases they have. We've learned one prosecutor is working on as many as 117 felony cases. The fewest felony cases assigned to a prosecutor is 73. We took those findings to a SLU law school professor.
With these numbers, can they be effective?
Those are huge numbers. I think it'd be very hard, even without these people leaving, to ever clear those cases.
What should the caseload be for these attorneys?
I think it should be a lot lower, maybe 20, 30 cases.
Gardner's office told 5 on Your Side Judge Tier has been an invaluable leader for them and that he's transitioning to spend time with family. This resignation comes as the Missouri Attorney General is pursuing a rare legal effort to remove Gardner from office. And state lawmakers are pushing a bill to appoint a special prosecutor to the city. Tonight, a special fundraiser held to support Janae Edmondson. The St. Louis Police Association hosted a benefit night for the Tennessee teenager. Janae was in St. Louis last month for a volleyball tournament when she lost her legs in a serious crash in downtown. The Edmondsons recently returned home where she will continue her treatment and her recovery. Well, if you're traveling to downtown St. Louis this weekend, prepare for crowds. The downtown St. Patrick's Day celebration kicks off at 9 with a run. That's 9 in the morning. The parade then starts at noon at Market and 20th, ending at Broadway and Clark. Well, the Battlehawks home opener is also happening this weekend. That's on Sunday. A huge crowd expected at the Dome. The team opened 400 level seating today. With so much going on downtown, we want to check in with Jim Castillo because you've got our weather first forecast and we want to know, what can folks expect?
Well, Sunday does look dry and we are dry tonight, Brent, but in between that, there's a piece of that system hitting California headed our way, and it's going to be a cold rain for most, maybe a winter mix to the north, but no issues travel-wise with that. Right now, high pressure keeping us nice and dry. A lot of clouds tonight, so mainly cloudy, and it's going to be cold, upper 20s to low 30s, and that wind is relaxing, but right now it's 37 degrees with the northeast wind at 10. It makes it feel like with a wind chill of 30 degrees, so if you're headed out, you'll need a jacket. Same thing for tomorrow morning, but lighter wind. Then as we get into the afternoon, rain develops after noon, and so about 1, 2 o'clock around the metro, and then stays with us all the way through the evening, and southeast wind kind of gusty to 25 miles an hour. But the Battlehawks, if you're tailgating on Sunday, it'll be in the 40s, about 40 to 44 degrees between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. A lot of clouds around to start, but some clearing in the afternoon. And look at that sunset, 7:05 p.m. with the time change. We'll talk more about our weather forecast for the 10-day coming up.
We do have that time change coming. Thank you, Jeff. Well, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, popular ways to send money to friends, but some folks still write checks. Tonight, Brandon Lewis from our National Verify team explains how thieves are using checks to steal your money.
Millions of people mail checks to pay bills, but some posts online are warning thieves are stealing checks from mailboxes and using them for themselves. So let's verify. Can thieves steal your money by rewriting checks left in your mailbox? Our sources are the U.S. Postal Inspection Service, the Association of Certified Fraud Examiners, and the U.S. Department of Treasury. Rewriting checks in another person's name is called check washing. The thief uses chemicals to wash off the intended recipient's name and then replaces it with their own name. Often, the thief changes the amount of the check to hundreds or thousands of dollars more. Banks have warned about check washing for decades, but it's still a problem. The U.S. Postal Inspection Service says it intercepts more than $1 billion in counterfeit checks every year. So, yes, thieves can steal your money by rewriting checks left in your mailbox. The Postal Inspection Service recommends mailing checks from inside a post office or sending money electronically. If you think you were a victim of check washing, then contact your bank immediately and report it to your local law enforcement. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
And as always, if you'd like us to verify something, just send us an email at verify@ksdk.com. We'll be right back.